They're whipping up delicious dishes. It must be the Chef Adventures! Chef Adventures!
Welcome, foodie friends. On this episode of Chef Adventures, we're going to dive headfirst into fall by making our very own homemade Dutch apple pie. So the first objective into creating our homemade Dutch apple pie is to roll out our pie crust. This pie crust here is homemade pie crust that we made in our previous video, homemade soft and flaky pie crust, and you can find that full video and recipe in the iCard above. The tools necessary to roll out the pie dough are a rolling pin, some extra flour, and of course 9-inch pie tin, and your homemade soft and flaky pie crust. With flour, lightly dust your board, your pie crust, and your rolling pin to prevent sticking. When rolling out your pie crust, roll from the center out for an even thickness of 1/4 inch thick. Place your pie crust into the pie tin. Cut off any loose edges and patch up any holes. Now that our homemade soft and flaky pie crust is all rolled out and into our pie pan, we're gonna place it into the fridge to chill while we cut and peel our apples and prepare our filling. This recipe requires, for a 9-inch pie, 6 cups of apples. Each apple, when peeled, cored, and cut, is roughly about 1 cup. So I have 7 apples over here for good measure. Let's begin. After all your apples are peeled, using an apple corer, place it into the center of the apple, push down, and pull. There's your core. After coring your apples, thinly slice them. Now the 6 cups of apples are processed and we're getting ready to make our filling, and it is so easy. 1 tablespoon of lemon juice to prevent oxidization, 3/4 cup of granulated white sugar, 1/4 cup of flour, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, dash of salt, 2 tablespoons of butter, softened and chopped. All of our pie filling ingredients are in the bowl, and now we're going to fully incorporate. Now that our pie filling is ready to rock, we're going to set it aside and make our delicious crumb topping. 1 cup of flour, 2/3 cup of packed brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 6 tablespoons of butter or margarine melted. With the fork, mix your crumb topping very well. Pie dough is rolled, apple pie filling is complete, and the crumb topping is ready to go. Let's make our Chef Adventures homemade Dutch apple pie. Before adding your filling, using a fork, gently dock your pie crust for even cooking. Pie filling is in. Next, crumb topping. You want to break up your crumbs. It's okay if it doesn't completely cover all of the apples, but you do want to try to cover as much as you can. The Chef Adventures homemade Dutch apple pie is ready for the oven. Preset your oven at 425 and bake your pie for 15 minutes. Drop the temperature down to 350 for an additional 50 to 60 minutes of cook time. Chef Adventures homemade Dutch apple pie is ready. It's baked. Just came out of the oven and it's been cooling now for about an hour. It's still so warm, smells so good. I just can't wait any longer. It's time for that taste test. Let's dig in. Look at this, foodie friends. Layers and layers of apple. They're so tender to the touch. The smell of cinnamon and nutmeg is just, wow. Taking a bite. Absolutely delicious. The pie crust is so flaky and tender. Best pie crust, best pie crust. I didn't even get a bite of that crumb topping yet. Let's give it a shot. Crispy, crunchy, sugary. Forget the rest of the food. This is the meal. I just want dessert for dinner. The whole house smells like heaven. What a great recipe to celebrate. Such a fun season, such a fun time of the year with your family. You can always find the full recipe in the description box below. Also, the recipe for the pie crust, there'll be a link in the description box below as well. You can also see the full video in the iCards. I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank you for subscribing. If you're not already subscribed, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Tell your foodie friends to join. You too can cook like a chef in your own home. Happy fall, y'all.